33 seconds. You know, it's not as fun to look at. This is more fun to look at. Let's go to that page that I was at before, which is gameicons.net. We were on the robot tab. We were pulling things off of here. Well, there may actually be. Oh, look at that. It is time to start. Good. I'm gonna turn off the timer text. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the timer text off for now. Let's go back here. So now I'm gonna run it. Just a quick update. What I'm working on is sort of just a drag and drop inventory system, and we need to fix a couple of things here. On item dropped slot, and then I can say we need to do a little if action here. Current slot equals null. Just return. Here, this will most likely change. Yeah, will most likely change. But anyway, trying to get sort of a drag and drop dealio going here. But I was trying to do that by, come on, getting, and you can see I'm having trouble getting it to work, because if I mouse over, you can see that each slot will report that the mouse has entered into it. If I click on one of them and then drag, I don't get those messages, and I really need those for a slot. So what we might do is use this. Where did we go? Use this get global rect. So since our inventory slots are children of the inventory, let me say Shift Alt O, and we also have what was it? Control Alt. I'm trying to use the keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, there we go. Ha! It's really cool. All right, gotta remember to do that. So I want to just iterate over these little fellas, the children. I want to iterate over the children in the inventory. And what I would want to do would be to say I'd say get slot. Does this make sense? Get slot under cursor, and let's do some little typed GD script stuff here like that, and then we'll say for can I do does that work? Yes, okay, good, it does. Good. And then we can use that, that's the other thing. Let's do, so then we can say, when we have the position, we can say we want the global rect, so we want to get global rect, and then there's, so the rect I believe has, let's go back to the control, let's do the rect2, it has point, so we just want to use that. So we could say has point and then we'll give it the position. So that's another if. Then we just return the slot. See? Return. Otherwise we return nothing. So we didn't get a slot. I think this will work. And maybe we should do this in the input event instead. Because all I want, and it's much the same as here, right here. So if this is not a mouse button event, we're just going to grab this because I want to just, I want to return. All I'm looking for here in this event is a mouse button event, and then I will say let's see, how will we do this? We could say so I'm just go down a little bit. We'll say if event dot pressed. Actually, we need to know which button. We did this on the slot too. I'm gonna grab this. So we're gonna move some of this stuff that probably doesn't belong in the slot anyway. We'll move it into the inventory. The slot needs to be dumber. Yeah, right here. Button index, that's what I'm looking for. We need to know the button index. Actually, let's do it this way, just in case we want to add some other functionality. Let's say, let's start out with a button index, and if it is the left button, then we'll go into another if statement, if event dot pressed. Then let's get this. Actually, the mouse button, does it have the? Oh, that's too bad. It doesn't have the position. That would be cool if it did. Huh. All right. Because that's what I want. Just out of curiosity, probably isn't going to work. Or global position. That's a mouse event, but I don't know. Maybe this one is a. It'd be nice to just grab it here, but what's wrong with this? Oh. This is what's wrong. Sorry. Let me run this and see if I get a. I do. Okay, awesome. So that's not just an input mouse button. I get the global position from here. Good. That's easier. So then I can say var new slot equals get slot, and let's just call it that. And then we can do this. Not this. No. This. feel like I want to, no, So we still have this, which we do want. We want you know what I'm thinking? I want a set get here. And I want set current slot for the function. So that we can do the following. We can say if the current slot let's say if the current slot is not equal to value, let's look at the slot. See, I want to disconnect those events. This one and these two. Too bad I can't connect them, disconnect them by selecting both. Although that is somewhat understandable. Back to script view and mouse entered, mouse exited. Don't need it anymore. GUI input. All right, we won't need these. I don't know. You know, I'm sitting here thinking that it's possible that we could use instead of putting all this on the inventory, we could do the signals that we have here still. I'm just wondering if that would be better than to have to iterate over all of those slots every single time. If we did that, we would still I'm gonna reconnect this. If I, yeah, I'm gonna have to. I've changed some things. Yes, I have. Yeah, okay. So, I thought for sure I could. Well, that's. I can't do that. No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Why is my... Can I do... Surely not. No. That's just crazy. That doesn't work. That's just putting self into a single array there. I know. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Is there not a way to iterate over... Let's see. Without having to get the children. Yeah, see, I don't want to. See, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do all that. No. No. Yeah, see, really, I thought that's what I thought I could just do that. Or maybe I have to. Maybe that's the problem. Surely that's not. Yeah, I didn't think so. So we look at a node 2D. I guess it's a more basic thing. It's not on there. Must be under a node. Oh, there is a get children. I didn't know that. Well, that's exactly what I want to do. Get children. Okay. Yeah, that works. Yeah, it's because when I'm in this UI or this control, it receives the events. So I can let it go in the control and it's like, yeah, I see you. I got you. But as soon as I get out of the control, it doesn't work. That's so crummy, you know? Pick it up, drop it here, nothing. See, it even says dropped on slot 8. Well, hold on. Current slot is null. Don't return. Let's do this. Current slot, current item. Slot dot item equals current item. Current slot equals slot. And then let's just do this. And then our current item is null. I didn't get a drop. Yeah, I didn't get a drop that time. I think I'll try something. Yeah. Yeah, it says it's full. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Dropped on slot. Drop. Says that slot's full. That may be because set item, item's value, add child item, and then there's like, what is it? The way to set the child. Child position, is that what it is? Child put. Okay, ow. Let's see. Tell me about children. Node children. Tell me, please. I think it adds it to the end normally. Look at this. Oh, that should work. Well, maybe there should be a remove child value. Okay, yeah. Remove the child from here. So then let's do this down here. Okay, that's weird. I don't know where it thinks I've dropped it. In any case, I don't like this anyway. I think we should just have containers that can look through their stuff and get a slot. let's just follow through with this particular deal. So we're gonna take the offset, and it'll be something like this, but not exactly. It will be offset equals current item global position minus event.global position, like so. And then function process if current slot is not equal to null, then what we'll do is we'll just right here. I don't think we have to do this. There's some, I think there's like a get global mouse position. Yeah, how about that? It's a big old long function, but there it is. It's a big old long groovy function. Oh, it does. Where? Right here. I'm basically doing the same thing. Already doing it. Let's good. Let's do this. Let's comment this stuff out so we don't get into the signaling stuff. Oh, and I need a pass here. Or I could just comment that out, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to pass that. Okay. What do we got? Oh, yes. We need a couple of things here. We need... Let's add an additional boolean here. Get slot at position. Bool. Let's say something like, I'm sorry, not bool. Must is, let's say is full. And that's a boolean. So if we get that and is full, and sl.item not equal to null. So if we get this, yes, okay. I'm thinking about how to do this. And this will be an or, and we'll say not is full. So if we get, if this slot is where we're clicking, and it's not, and the not full flag is not true, or the item is not null. So it takes care of both of them. So at this point, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have something in this slot that I click on. So now I know there's something in the slot. And then we can say current item equals current slot dot item. We may not even need this variable, but we'll start with it. Oh, and I haven't, that's the other thing. Actually, let's check that error real quick. If I have an item and I click, well, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. So let's do the else here. Else. Actually, let's do this. elif current item not equal to null. So here, get slotted position. Not sure I like how I'm doing that, because this really doesn't mean, this should be something like require item. Or let's say this, item required. I like that better. Oh yeah. There we go. Replace. So in other words, as an item required, I'm thinking of taking, instead of item required, what that's gonna, what I want is, I want item required and SL. So I want to be able to check specifically for these two things, not equal to null, or not item required and SL.item equals null. So we have, just give me a second here. Item required. Item. So if the item is, we don't want the item, and there is no item. We want to output true. If the item is not required, if there is an item, that's false. And two more, items required, no item, oops, no item. Going back to the old truth table days. And then we want true here. Actually, let's just do 1, 1, 0, 0. I can simplify that, and I would rather just simplify it. So if an item is not required and there is one, oh, I'm sorry, it's like this. If an item is not required, we don't want an item. Instead of, I'm changing my mind all over the place. Let's say, let's go back to is full. That explains it better now. Is full. So, is the slot full? We want a full slot, we get nothing. Here we get, that's what I want. So, in other words, does GDScript, can you do a NOR? Actually, an XOR. I can. Part of me feels like that might be a little bit too complex, of course. Inverting an exclusive or an XOR would give me what I want here. Could say something to the effect of and is full. Sorry. We'd say and not is full, exclusive or item. I'm sorry, I did it again. SL.item. Yeah. This. So I just want to do this. And then say this. So with an exclusive or, we would say if either of these is true, then we get a 1. But if both of them are false, or both of them are true, we get a 0. Then we just invert that, and we get what we want. So I think that's what we want. So we say if new slot not equal to null, new slot dot item equals current item. Current slot equals null, which should set that's not right. Not right at all. So much stuff to keep up with. Because I also want to say current slot dot item equals null. Because I don't want it to have an item anymore. But of course that's gonna break in a minute. But let's, yeah, invalid. So it's not evaluating this as a truthy thing here. Still having trouble with it. What? Bool and operator. What's wrong with that? Oh, it's bitwise. Where's my logical? Oh, that's really irritating. Come on, people. Okay, whatever. I could actually do this. So, no. So if they match, true and true will be true, which will turn it to false. Beat this one. False and true will turn it to false. Be true. No, that's not going to work. I'm just going to go the simple route. So we're just going to cover both of these cases explicitly. There. Get rid of this. Just be done with it. It's more code. Oh, good evening, oh normal. How are you doing? Oh yeah, of course. Of course, of course. Good evening, good evening. Let's watch right here. I think that's where the issue is. Drop. So what do we have? New slot. Let me do that again. Drop. Oh, whoops. Yeah. This has to actually be else if not event pressed. No, not is pressed. Pressed. And current item not is not null. That's an important distinction. Hello. Did it work? Will it work? No, it didn't work. Let me break right here. Wow. So new slot dot item is current item, which looks correct. Let's see what goes on here. If full, it's not full. It shouldn't be full. Item is not null. That should be value. Value, value. And then, yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Yeah. Value. If value is not null. Add child value. Item equals value. Item. Actually, that's going to happen regardless. Well, we already did it down here. Look at that. And we'd say value.position. And then remove child. This would really need to be... No. If a check if... That's going pretty good. Oh, normal. Not bad. Not bad. Just continuing my exploration of user interface stuff in Godot. Wish I didn't have to scatter these not equal to null if statements all over the place. It just feels so messy. Okay, that was a stop because I asked it to stop, but let's redo that. Ooh, it completely disappeared. Let's see what happened. And where did it go? It's completely gone. Maybe we need to be more specific. We did say we don't need this anymore. I don't think we need that anymore. I don't think we need these signals. Bold statement. Well, it is, but... And then we don't need this. Actually, we could, instead of cluttering of everything down here, we could could just call these. And we could just say on item grabbed new slot. Just makes the code a little cleaner. Really, we don't need that. Really don't need that. We just need to know what slot the item was taken from. And actually, if we grab that item, let's do this. This just makes it easier because let's just take it out. So we can say if item equals null, return null. Else we want to remove it and say full is false. So that way we don't have to do that at the end. We just repopulate. And then we will want to say var temp equals item equals null, return temp. Still looks really messy, but and I see that I have one down here too. That's why it's being angry at me. Let's call this check item. That's really what it is. And I'm gonna do an underscore just to sort of indicate that it should be kind of a private kind of thing. And actually, let's call it slot sprite. It's more, it's clearer to me. Clear to me. You say slot sprite. Let's just do this. Item equals get child of I, if that's the case, and then full equals true. So then all we have to do is check. Yeah, we don't need to do any of that. We're just using this to check the item, so we can just say the following. And there's another reason why it was messing up, because I wasn't properly setting the full value there. So on our ready, just in case something's already under there, we'll do a check item. I'm going to change this method too. We're just going to move it there. So now to grab the item from a slot, I'm going to check here. Yeah. So to grab an item from a slot, we don't have to do all this other crazy stuff. So we do this, and then we can say On item grabbed, current slot is slot, and then we can just say slot dot grab item. We can actually set the offset in here too if we want to. Call it a grab offset. And then we would just do this. Say, I'll just say new slot. And then we can just use event global position. Oh, whoops. That was not meant to be done. Apparently I wasn't, when I did the replace on the slot sprite, I accidentally did that. That's what was messing with this. That's why I'm getting all these errors. Now it's all better. So we grab the item. Instead of current slot, and let's match the case and whole word. Let's say previous slot, because that's really going to be the previous slot. So the previous slot and they'll grab the item, and let's not call it the current item. Let's just call it, let's call it the item. And then the offset is the grab offset. Yeah, I like it. So on item dropped, we don't have to do this, but we will say if previous slot, or let's say this, if slot equals null, so if it doesn't drop it on any slot and the previous slot is not null, then previous slot dot item equals our item, and then item equals null. Otherwise, else, elif slot is not equal to null, the slot dot item equals item. We could say previous slot is null here. Work. There we go. And so then we want do this. But for this, we want on item dropped, and we want to just give it that new slot. And if there was no new slot, yeah, then we don't do anything. So, trying to simplify this. Set current slot. We probably don't need that either. I don't think. All right, let's see what kind of errors I get. Made a lot of changes. Okay. Let's stop it right there. So, where are my watches here? Previous slot, locals, event. Oh, do I still have? I may have some. Some stuff still connected. I do. I need to get rid of that just so I don't have those errors. I don't. Yeah, I don't have that stuff anymore. All right, we'll still get an error, but at least it won't. Oh, a breakpoint. So we grab it, new slot. And I'm not. See, I would like to see what the new slot. Print the name of the new slot. Oh yeah, still got that breakpoint in there. The global position. What was it I was using? It was the item. So that would be probably get global rect. That's not what I want. I want the position for that thing. So get global transform dot. No. Well then, okay. So let's just do it from the item. I mean, that still makes sense. I mean, that's really. Well, that kind of works. I mean, it put it back where it was supposed to, but the question is, let's not do that. Let's say if item is not equal to null, get global mouse position plus item.global position. So see, it's working, but I'm not sure. Why is it disappearing? That's the question. But it looks like our drag and drop works. Now the only question is why. Let's do this. Let's print it. Print item. global position. Oh. Global position. Oh, because it's not, of course, it's not, when we grab an item, if we grab that item, like right here, we need to add it. Just add it as a child so it'll show up, because we've taken it out of the tree completely. When we drop it, we should, where are we? Is it a child? It shouldn't be a child. If it is, that's our problem. We don't want that thing to be a child, and it probably is. There it is. We could do this. It's still another. I'm gonna actually do that. So that makes sense to me because it's still in the child area, but basically it's okay. Now we're getting somewhere here. Dropped. Oh, it's complaining about that. So let's just move this down here. This is just for debug anyway. Just for debug. Rerun. I want to drop it outside and it should pop back, and it did. Let me pop it up. Get global wrecked. Dropped it on slot 2, and it returned here. Item dropped. Slot is not null. Continue that one. Yeah, it goes back to the wrong slot. But let's check. Maybe it still is a... Where did it go? Indeed, it is... Okay. Well, there's our issue. So, we need to check our item setter here. Let's do the following. So let's have a breakpoint there. And we will do this, and we will step. And we're here. If it's full, it shouldn't be full. If value is not equal to null, value should not. It is not null. Let me check on this function. It looks like that's the one that may be... I mean, do I have to remove the child first from its previous parent? Or can I just add the child to this? And that doesn't... Let's just watch where it goes. So we want to look up here. There it is. So I click on any other slots. They're empty, so it shouldn't do anything. I can grab this ray gun, and it's moved immediately. If I let it go, you see, it stays here. Why is that? We can do this too. Simplify a little bit more. Equals item not equal to null. So we don't even have to do this. Make it a little bit more simplistic. Not sure what was I thinking here? That's... Oh, yeah. Okay. If I set one, value's not null, add it. Otherwise, if the item is null, then I want to remove the child. That's fine. But this... Surely that's not needed. Yeah, I didn't think that was doable anyway. Or did I misspell it? No. I should have done it. This is really puzzling. Grab the ray gun, it leaves. But this slot does not re-add it, even though it's doing it right here. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Its parent is inventory, even after all that. Do this again. Do this again. Parent starts out as slot. Parent slot, dropped on slot, is inventory. Why is this so hard? Yeah, item is null. Yeah, I know why that. Okay, it's not the parent. Do I need to like do Surely that doesn't make any difference. Why are you inventory? About to say. Oh, of course. Ugh. Slot dot add item. Or no. We're on the. Yeah, we're on the inventory. That's right. No, that's fine. It's right here where I'm mixed up. This should work. Oh, don't get it. I want this here. Let's go back over here. Maybe something else is going on here that I'm not seeing. Such as like print grabbed. I should see grabbed, and then let it go. Dropped on slot 2. Slot dot item equals item. Alright, that's kind of a crude way to say it. This still should be fine. Set owner. What does that do? I haven't seen that one. Okay, that's an odd thing to say, but let's do that before. I really should check and see what that actually does before I do that. But, yeah. Maybe this still should be a call deferred. Again, I know why that's doing that. Actually. Okay. You know what? What's really weird is I thought we had this working. Let's find out what set owner does. Okay, I don't see it anywhere. Forget that then. I could do this. I bet it will. No, it doesn't. Oh, we'd have to have global position. Yeah. It's still it's not parenting to the right. This makes me so irritated. Why isn't it parenting? Do I have to value.get parent dot remove child value? There. Seriously? Now I should just be able to do this. I think. Yeah. And the slot is correct. So when you add something, the add child doesn't. Oh, that's so big. That's so awesome. I love it. It's working. Took me forever, but it's working. So when you add something in, when you try to add a child, if it already has a parent, you have to remove that child from the previous parent before you add it. I guess that makes sense. Still irritating, highly irritating. But that works. So we're drag and drop now. We can drag and drop. Jink, 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 jink. Let's see. Do I have my? I don't. Let's see. Will my camera work? Whoa. It's not exactly. Let me see if I can even select my camera. Real quick. It's not set up, but I'm gonna see if it works. I'm gonna switch to it and see if it's. No, I didn't think so. Okay. Is there not any way I can refresh it? There it is. Okay, try this again. Okay, yeah, all right. I'm gonna try to, I just wanna see what it looks like on my Android device here. Just say that. And I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I'm just gonna export for Android. We'll run it. Let me see if I can get this camera set up so that it can actually be seen. It's not going to be perfect, but it will do something here. Let's see if I've got it running. Okay. I do have it running, but it's not the right. Okay, yeah, the project settings or orientation. I don't know. I will just go to this window. We have the orientation on landscape. Well, I thought I'd switch that back to portrait. Okay, now let me try this again, and I'll switch to the full screen camera, and you can see all my messiness right there. Let's see. Nope. Okay, there it goes. Let's see. pull it out some more there. So there it is. Maybe a little bit difficult to see, but it's working. Pretty cool, right? And it didn't take really anything to deploy to Android. It's really fast. Okay, I just thought I would show that. Here, I'll show you this. The only thing that I'll have to look at, and maybe it's probably a setting, is that it will. There it is. If you see it here, if I can turn it, maybe it didn't. Maybe it won't turn. No. Okay. It was just weird there for a second because it. Well, okay. We do it again. All right. So watch this. Run, and then it does that. Why? I'm not sure. I don't know why. But in any case, this part of the UI works now. That's way cool. And it works on the phone, which is great. I just don't like that rotation that it does there. It's like it starts at. I don't know why it does that. Why is it doing that? So the orientation is clearly portrait, and it rotates it one way, and then it oh yeah, it's portrait, and then it turns it back. So I'm not sure. I have to check on that one. But we have ourselves a working little inventory slot management deal. And all that's required at this point, these items we're probably gonna have to add some things to that, if we continue with it. One thing I should probably do is let's just add a constant up here. Let's call it slot size. And our slot is actually 32 by 32. And then we'll just do this. We'll make sure that works. Just so that, yeah, that's working. Okay. So a slot might still want to have a signal. Like if we have certain slots that are some kind of action slots, it may still want to have a signal that says, hey, something was just dropped on me. I guess we'll get to that when we get to it. But for now, let's check on the stats section here. And to do that, I'm going to pull up some fonts. Probably are going to need something that's a low resolution font. Let me see what this looks like if I were to say add a label. There, label. Add a label. And let's put some text in it. Hello. And then we'll say custom font, new dynamic font. The font data will be this. Yeah, it's there. But we want the font size to be smaller. I don't think, yeah, see, it doesn't do well at smaller sizes. Which is okay. It's all right. I'm not sure if using bitmaps is going to help much. No, hate filter, no filter. Let's go to usual fonts and check what kind of, let's like, see if we can find something interesting about science. Men of science. Yeah. We should just look for all languages. Font properties. No. Let's just look through these. That's kind of a nice one. There's 8 styles in it. We've got bold, extra bold. Hello. That one right there. What is that? Is that bold or extra bold? Let's go down. Tiny, tiny. Yeah, let's grab that one. I'll download it and we'll open her up here. So I'm gonna clear this. Oh, that one's okay. Just oh, come on. It'll be fine. You can remove it. I'm not using it anymore. We'll remove it in a minute. A new folder. Fonts. We'll open up Blinker. Blinker is an open font license. Awesome. I'm going to go with, let's see what give it its own folder. Blinker extra bold. Oh, let's just go bold. Let's see what bold does. There's Blinker, and then we'll put this in here. And I thought I put the, I just want to make sure that's in there. Open in File Manager. Thank you. It was not in there. I'm going to stick that in there as well. Any kind of license I'd like to have in there. Now, let's grab this label and we'll do the same thing once again. Actually, we can do this here, can't we? Can't we? Custom font. But we have to create it first. We can create a font and use that. In the way to do that, we can do it here. Say new dynamic font. Font resource. Just put this in here. There's what we get. That may not work for us. Let's try. Let's see what regular does. So let's put regular in there. I don't like regular either. Let's try thin. Let's try extra bold. Thin. No. Bold. We already did bold. Extra bold. Yeah, we need a low resolution font, I think. I wonder if they have anything here on usual fonts. Low. Oh, sorry. Resolution. Resolution. Nothing. And here's, yeah, press start to play, which is the one we were looking at. It's not super important at this point, but something clean for science, for this sci-fi little demo thing. Download this one. I'm going to have to make a fonts folder. All right. Let's try this one. Doesn't look much better, does it? It just doesn't lend itself well to a lower resolution. Do one more thing real quick. I know this is a sort of a tangent. It's like a tangent, ma'am. I probably should just purchase Chevy Ray's package of fonts. Really don't want to. I'm not really extremely interested in a pixelized font, but it probably at this resolution is probably the best I'm going to get. That's not too bad. I may just, yeah, I could always change it later. We may just use start, what is it? Press start to play, that font. So I'll just clear this one out. And I'll go grab that one again. Do that. Okay, here we are. Press start to play. And we're just going to drag him over and we'll use him because he can go down to like 8 and look really nice. He looks really nice. So we need to set up size flags. A vertical should fill, and we want auto wrap. I'm not sure why he's expanding further than he's supposed to. Yeah. In actuality, we'll have several little things in here. And perhaps this control, just a plain old control. Let's change it to a panel container because I believe, yeah, there's a graphic for that. So we could do this, and then I could just change the background color to something closer to what we want. But this label needs to fill that whole deal, and I want his let's just do 2. It still resets it, which I still don't quite get the whole. It's very, very strange, you know? Very strange. But in actuality, I suppose, not sure what the expand margin is. Can't go negative. Here, content margin. That's what I want. Ah. Let's see if that something else overrides that. Nope, it doesn't. Make a border too. Hey man, dude, that's neat. That's neat. This VBox container, let's look at the separation of the. Wow, it's not. I don't. I don't want to expand, but I do want it a larger. Not that large. That's my problem, I guess. 40. Or like 42. And then this inventory section must have, yeah, there, top. Like that. So I get a couple of more. I still need another. Or okay. Yeah, 2's good here. But what I want, that's content margin. Yeah, that makes sense. Top and bottom. Oh, no, no. No, that's going to need to be 2. How about no anti-aliasing? No shadow. What does that look like? No, don't want that. That will get overridden. Funny. That gets overridden as well. Yeah. it does. All right, I'm not extremely upset about that, so. But with that in mind, I've about completed what I want to complete. I wonder where that gun came from. Didn't come from here, did it? No. Oh, it did. There it is. Okay. It's about as much text as I can fit in there. That kind of concerns me right there. Well, I don't know why. We're gonna need one more. And it still doesn't do that. Could do that. I still like. I like that. But we could go here, and then we could just make it slightly darker. And then we could turn off the border. Oh, we could turn off the sides like that. I did, yeah, I got the slots working. Draggity drag. Pretty cool. Let's check it. Robo Golem. Animation. Yeah, he's not waving here. We're just making wave. There we go. All right, that's it for today. As Robo Golem says, goodbye. And we'll see you next stream.